Yeah, fellas, a new. How do I put this without saying like crazy person? Your opinion on female custodians, I think, affects my view of you as a person, because with the new Grey Knights lore drop of the new Terminus Decree, which I've sort of determined is the funniest lore change ever, so I like it. Uh, I'm seeing femme stodies being dragged again, and it's like, fellas, I think you just hate women. That's we're talking about Grey Knights here, because the only reason why custodians are involved is because the Grey Knights said they might have to fight custodians to put the Emperor back in his baby chair. But you know what? It is what it is. Anyway, the build we're going today. There's no escape, target neutralized, hammer of judgment, force of will, shield plates, voltaic shock mine, arbitrator armor, ammo belt, concussive, suppression force, breaking descent, plasteel plates with cleave and impact, with break the line, condemnation from condemnation, engage, targeted brutality, justified measures, street smarts, monstrosity hunter, hold the line, emperor's fist, drive them back, true grit, forceful, will of the lex, and Arbites vigilant and targets acquired. That's the build. Let's get into a game. Let's get video games, shall we? Okie dokie. Oh, it's Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Man, my back hurts. So, the longtime viewers of the channel will know that occasionally I suffer from semi-chronic back pain. That is just something I always dealt with. And I think I know the source of my chronic back pain is when I worked at a ski resort. I think that's where it mostly comes from. However, as I said, it's semi-chronic, so it doesn't happen all the time, and it seems to happen at random. Today, I was clipping my toenails, as one does, and I put my foot up on the counter, and my back, stung like a knife wound. Not that I've ever been stabbed, but it stung, and it's a little hard to pretty much move my bones, my body. So that's always fun. So yeah, that's rough. Oh well, I'll just keep doing stretches and hope to God it goes away before tomorrow. One time I did go to a doctor for it, and I told him, yeah, I think it comes from this, this, and this, and this. You know, this is sort of when it started and when it became like more of a semi-common thing for me. And he was like, and he said, are you active? Do you work out? And I said, yes, I've gone to the gym for a while now. And he said, well, just, don't do that. Like, don't do what? He said, whatever makes your back hurt. I was like, but it's not a specific thing. Anything can set it off. And he was like, well, don't do it. I was like, cool, man. Can I just get some painkillers? And he was like, oh, yeah, sure, I guess. I was like, you went to school for this, man. Fix me. Anyway, I haven't gotten those painkillers in a long time because I can't just renew the prescription. I have to actually, get another note from my doctor, and it's just not worth it. Woo. I think that was the final penance armor I needed for the arbitrator. I think. Oh, you saved me, dog. No. There's a lot going on over here. What is happening to me? I like that my team are all doing the smart thing and shooting at a distance. Meanwhile, I'm in the trenches here. Where was I? Oh yeah, my back pain. So yeah, I just kind of have to thug it out now. Usually thugging it out is just drinking a lot of water, doing some stretches, and a little bit of caffeine. I really like this shotgun. It fills me with joy. Speaking of shotguns, there was a Twitter thing, which I will go into. This Twitter account user, I don't remember their name, nor do I really care to recount it. They were essentially from the UK, and they're like, oh, this is like, they're doing that like story time thing where like they take pictures and do little drawings to attach them. Like, oh, this is what it's like. This is my first trip to America. And I'm like, first of all, why would you want to go to America? But like, America and the UK are not that different. Let's be real with ourselves here. I guess like food-wise, you could probably get better food in America than you would in the UK. And I guess if you're into like guns and stuff, you'd want to go. But this person wasn't into guns. Because they posted one of the things of they were in a Walmart, and in some Walmarts, not in California, at least to my knowledge, they don't do that in California no more. Some Walmarts will sell ammo. Usually it's just ammo for hunting rifles. They literally have deers on the boxes. Which I have no moral conniption over. Some people do, so I don't. I'm like, you know, I'm up here now. It's a whole thing. You know, like, my comments on guns are like Japanese soldier fighting the same war 60 years later. Wow! These dogs are just magnetized to me today. Oh my god, you're not an enemy, you're an ogre. Get him, dog. But it was so, like, literally the post was like, as someone who, this was what the post said. Man, it's kind of scary that this kind of stuff is so easy to get. I'm kind of glad we don't have guns in the UK. Completely normal, fine statement to have. And the comments were like the comments were reacting from some of these people as if this British person had literally like killed their daughter, puppy, dog, wife, and son in front of them. It was crazy. It wasn't insulting saying like, "Oh, Americans are so barbaric." It was like, "I'm just glad we don't have guns in the UK." And it was just absolutely insane. Like, I've never seen someone like be truly racist to a British person, but like that was it then. Because not only was it like insulting the British, but also like the amount of like Islamophobia in those replies as well was crazy. Ow. That arbitrator must have just joined because he was doing the thing of like, where the fuck am I? Let's hope the shock mine wasn't. Ooh. Waiter, waiter. That's more than enough flamers. It was crazy. And like, a lot of people were just assuming that the person just was saying like, oh, Britain's like this perfect utopia. The tweet underneath it showed a picture of the knife aisle, or the aisle with all the knives, and they said, wow, reminds me of home. It was absolutely insane how serious people took that tweet, and like was incredibly racist about it. Of course, like a good chunk of the people had Crusader helms as PFPs. Which is like, if you're into like the Crusades, you're just inherently not a serious person. You are a clown of an individual. Okay, well now that we all are mostly infected, let's move on, shall we? Speaking of Twitter, unnecessary Twitter shit, Critical Role said Brendan Lee Mulligan, or they announced Brendan Lee Mulligan will be being the DM for Campaign 4. For like the full D, not like a spin-off like Exandria Unlimited and some other stuff. literally like campaign, like he's taking Matt Mercer's seat and Matt Mercer is playing, which is perfectly fine, I think. But apparently it's not like it's a different storyline. So like I know that. Okay, let me just reiterate. I don't know much about Critical Role. The only thing I know about Critical Role is from the animated show and from funny clips I've seen on the funny YouTube. I'll probably watch Critical Role Campaign 4 though, because if it's a separate, it's a separate story, so like it's not directly attached to like Mighty Nine, Vox Machina, and all that stuff. Because like, as far as in where Vox Machina, Mighty Nine, and I think Hell's Bells is like the recent one, is like they're all like somewhat connected. Like the events of one have like direct relations to the events of the other. From what I know, Campaign 4 isn't going to be like as connected. It's in the same world of Exandria, but it's because Matt Mercer has said on record saying, yeah, Exandria is not just Vox Machina. It's not just Mighty Nine. It's a whole like massive world. And Brentley Mulligan's campaign, leader of Campaign 4. And not only that, he also signed the deal. He's doing more Dimension 20, so he's doing 2 more Intrepid Hero campaigns, just a bunch of side quests, and he's still doing stuff for Game Changer and his own improv stuff, and his one with Lou and Erika Ishii and Bria Iyengar of the witch, the warlock, and the wild one. The witch, the wizard, and the wild one? Yeah, I think witch, wizard, and the wild one, I think. I'm gonna drop one of these. Whew. I'm gonna get in here. Start swinging on them. But now I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna sound offensive, but I need you all to know that I don't mean it that way. Critical Role has a large neurodivergent fan base, so some are not taking this news because they don't like change, right? Critical Role is a comfort show to them, and changes to that can affect it negatively. However, I think Brentley Mulligan will do fine. And that's okay to have those thoughts. Your brain is turned against you. Sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it to. Makes it cool, no issue. However, some people are losing their goddamn mind over it. Like, in a negative way. And I'm like, Matt Mercer and Brendan Lee Mulligan have very similar storytelling vibes. Although maybe, Brendan's more akin to a goof and playing a silly little guy. But, like, Matt Mercer's gonna be on the show. He's just gonna be a player, which I think is, like, good for him. It's always nice when a forever DM gets to be a player. But some people, one of the stupidest takes I saw out of all of them, even out of the really bad takes, was it shouldn't be called Campaign 4 because it's not tied into the other ones, and I'm like, they're not called Campaign 1, 2, 3, and 4 because it's chronological. It's Campaign 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's because it's the 4th campaign of Critical Role. It's all driving me crazy. But speaking of Forever DM finally being able to play, I was invited to play as a D&D player. So that's going to be fun. So the world, from what I know, I haven't read the full Google Doc I was sent. The world is it's like we're doing like heists and stuff. And get this ogre in his heels. He's been on like 2 HP for like an hour. Ouch. So my party has a bard, a wizard, a rogue, and a barbarian. I was doing a few things up in the air. I was thinking maybe I could play a cleric or a paladin, but if I'm doing a paladin and if we're doing heist stuff, you know, I don't want to have disadvantage on every stealth check, and I don't want to like have no armor because you'd be playing a paladin. And I was like, oh, maybe a cleric. I was like, I don't know about a cleric. So, and it ended up being a juggle between a ranger, which is like, you know, rangers got like good stealth, like dex, they can do stealth stuff and like be ranged. And I was like, and a balance-wise, my party could use another front leader other than the barbarian. And I was like, oh, maybe. So it ended up being like more of a toss-up between a druid and a monk. And I was like, druid stuff is like really cool and all, but I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna go monk. So I ended up just going monk. It's a monk named Jaxie, and they are a dark elf monk, drunken master. Drunken master because he's a bit of a loser. They're a bit of a loser, I should say. Their backstory is like hilariously tragic. So their parents died at a young age, especially for an elf, and he was taken in by a human. I'm misgendering my own character. They were taken in by a human, who was a human like martial artist guy, who like he had a dojo but had no students because he was a bum, and he took him in and taught Jaxie all the martial arts stuff and whatnot. And he also died, but he didn't die in like a cool way. He died drunk off his nuts, drowning in a puddle of his own vomit and rainwater. So hilariously tragic, as I said. So Jaxie is literally just doing what they can to get some cash and money. Because, and I quote, picture this in your head. This monk has you by the gourd. And he's like, look, I didn't want to do this. I gotta find a new drunk voice. All my drunk voices ended up defaulting to Jack Sparrow. It's like, ugh, I didn't want to do this. But you see this? And he lifts up the gourd to your face. And he points it, and his finger resides just like a little above the bottom. He said, my gourd currently sits right here. And I'd very much appreciate it if it sat right here. And he points to the top of the gourd. I'm misgendering my own character. I'll get it right eventually. And to do that, I need your money. So I will be taking it. And that's like the whole vibe of the character. Just like chilling, doing as they own, doing what they want to make in the world. It's like my second time ever playing D&D. So I went with a simple character, like playing D&D where I'm not the DM. So I'm just doing a simple little character that doesn't have a lot of depth. Is just a fun, enjoyable guy to be around. And he's not like an asshole, I should say. Like he's a bit of a cynic. I like to think he's like a little bit closer to House MD, where but like not as much of an asshole. So he's like a bit of a cynic, but he's like nice. He's not gonna like, you know. He's a nice cynic, to be said. Like, right. Like he'll, like I guess he's like a James Gunn character. You know what I'm saying? Like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like where it's like got that little cynical humor, but like still chilling. Oh my freaking! I hit the mauler behind me, which is why my break the line didn't go anywhere. Uh-oh, stinky. Ooh. Whew. Hello, you. Take a shower. Well, my dog finished that guy off. Definitely not just because I missed my shot. I had another thing to say. What was I going to say? Dog should finish that off pretty easily. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Oh, my back. Even just kind of sitting up straight's kind of... If I sit up straight, it hurts. If I shrimp, it hurts. I'm having a rough one right now. Oh yeah, they're adding. It seems like they're adding a endless mode to Night Rain, from what I've seen people saying. Now this could be like leak stuff, so I don't know how like true it is. But like, it's interesting. I wonder. I assume that'll just be like endless nights, and then maybe every so often like the what's it resets, like the map resets or something, or maybe it's like you fight, you got 2 days, then you fight Night Lords until you don't. I don't know. That'll be interesting though, because they say that there's like a depth thing, so it's like a ranking, if you will, of like how deep you go. And it makes me wonder how that's gonna work. Oh, I need to be like stretched. Alright. Ow. I probably shouldn't have dropped that, to be honest. There's a med station over there. Bit of a troll on my end, to be honest. Apply the shock dawn on them. Woo. Apply the shock debuff. I had another thing to say. Oh, I had a weird dream. It was not like weird, but it was like weirdly weird. So I had a dream that I was sleeping and dreaming about streaming Darktide. And I was about to host my friend who was about to start her stream. But then I got raided for 200 viewers by its stream. I don't know. And like part of the thing was like me going back to sleep to my sleep dream to continue streaming and like stuff and being like, oh, I gotta host my friend now or something. It was weird. It was like, I don't know if I was like sleeping into the dream or if I was waking up and then falling back asleep in real life. It was a whole thing. Whew. I was really worried that guy was going to grab me, to be honest. Nice shot. Oh my god, those guys went flying. Why did those guys go flying? Oh, my back. Buster judged. Whew. Oh. It's a warm one today. It's a warm one for sure. Whew. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, gentlemen. So apparently Helldivers 2 is bugged right now, so like status effect stuff, so like I assume poison, like the gas, apparently like did more damage if there were 4 players. So they changed it and it like bugged it out, so now it doesn't work at all. And then they took their summer vacation, so it's bugged. I heard about that from a friend. It's kind of funny. Where's the flamer? Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna spawn a monstrosity real quick because I feel like it. Yeah, I'm surprised that they don't have a Twitch integration mode. They had one for Vermintide, right? Where like you could have your, maybe that was a mod, but like you can have your viewers spawn in monstrosities and shit. They should have that for Darktide. They should also have Darktide Versus, but that's the odds of us getting Darktide Versus I think are high, but I don't think soon. You know what I'm saying? Like high, but not for a while. But I do hope that we do get it, because obviously there's a world, I guess, where we don't get it, which I think would suck. This Vermintide Versus I think people like a lot, although, that being said, I didn't play much Vermintide Versus myself, because when it was released and like doing the testing and stuff, I would join, and then every time the other team was humans, or like the players, or like not the rats, they would throw themselves off a bridge to like skip to the next round, so I never got the true experience of playing Skaven, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, my back is killing me right now. Gotta take a hot shower and be stretched. That sounds lewd, but I just meant like stretching. Like that's getting stretched sounds a lot worse. I should have just said, "Oh, rude. I dodged you, you dang doggy." What in the Sam hell's going on right here? That's not right. Well, my dog's after that mutant. Eliminated. Oh, I was really hoping we'd be going outside or inside. I like to let my dog get the snipers. It's good enrichment. Ow. Well, that's not where I wanted that to be. scab trapper somewhere. Just huck shells in that direction. Ooh, that was almost bad. Scan that. No shotgunners. My shotgun's better. Woo. Alright, there's another scab trapper somewhere. I think he's ahead of us though. Excuse me. Well, I'm over here now. Ah! Where's this flamer at? Ooh. Another scab bomber over there. I think I got it. Yep, got it. Ooh. Hello. A quick reload. All 6 ideally. Alright. Why's that last attack really slow? Did you see that? Maybe that's just a bug because it hit the old the doohickey. Grab a heal real quick and then move on. Okay, well that dog's got to be low. Oh my goodness, ouch. Oh, my back. Yeah, sure. Ouch. Oh, that's not... that's my ally. That's not a gunner. That is my veteran. RIP those maulers, I guess. Alright. Nice to scab flamer while we were at it. back. Bonk, bonk, and this way. I didn't fuck it up this time. Usually I want to go that way, but I got it right this time. My brain functioned properly. Huge day for me. Fire a couple shock shells. Nice. Oh, my back. It hurts so much. Not related to Darktide. I'm not saying I carried. I'm just in pain. I'm so far back from the mic, stretching. Alrighty. That was a good game. 35 minutes, bit of a long one, eh? I guess, but that map's always a bit of a longer one, to be honest. See what the Emperor Prince is. Combat X, nice. If you made this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mother, but you better brush your teeth and have a good one. Bye-bye.